Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're completely reframing the whole concept of calmness. We usually think of calm as, well, soft, passive, maybe even a little boring, right? But what if I told you there's this prehistoric secret to a type of true, completely unbothered power? A type of calm that's so deep, so deeply rooted that it actually makes other people nervous. We're talking about predatory calm, and we're going to break down exactly how you can harness it.
Because get this, did you know a crocodile can literally slow its heart rate down to just 2 beats per minute? Two. Just think about that for a second. They'll sit there perfectly still for up to an hour, just waiting for the absolute perfect moment to strike.
So, we've got a stark contrast here. On one side, you've got the prehistoric cold-blooded lizard, patient, present, focused, and calm, honestly, just vibing. And on the other side, you have the rest of the world, screaming, rushing, panicking, flailing around like it's the literal end of the world. Imagine if you could harness that predator's energy. I mean, not the murder part, obviously, but the calm, that kind of composure that literally doesn't flinch when everything else is breaking down. The kind where someone asks why you aren't freaking out, and you just look at them and say, because I trained for this. All right, moving to section 1, the age of chaos. To understand why this kind of calm is so incredibly rare, we got to look at the environment we're living in today. Society actively encourages us to live in this state of constant, panicked reactivity. We're basically playing emotional whack-a-mole with our own anxiety every single day. Stress pops up, and what do? We mindlessly scroll TikTok, we engage in sad snack time, we make insecure purchases online, maybe edit a selfie, and then we just pretend we're completely fine. We're pulled in 20 different directions, constantly reacting to the next ping, ding, or notification. Because right now, drama just feels relatable. Chaos is kind of our comfort zone. Breaking down and scream crying in your car to Phoebe Bridgers is somehow seen as more normal and relatable than taking a deep breath and simply saying, "This too shall pass." We treat calm as if it's unsexy and uncomfortable, all while wearing our stress like some kind of weird badge of honor. Which brings us to section 2, your frazzled nervous system. Let's actually look at the biological toll this constant noise is taking on our bodies and minds. Because listen, you aren't just stressed out, you are biologically overwhelmed. Your nervous system, it has absolutely no idea how wealthy you are, how many followers you have, or how many problems you're pretending not to have. It only knows how to ask one single question. Am I safe right now? And every single time you chase drama, seek cheap validation, or doom scroll into the night, your nervous system hears a loud, resounding no. So it tightens up, speeds up, and your body essentially turns into a battlefield of stress. So if you're feeling exhausted, it's probably because you're operating with like 2% soul and 98% stress, drama, and notifications. And hey, I want to validate you for a second here. You aren't lazy, you aren't weak, you're just completely fried because you've been programmed to treat your phone like a defibrillator for your nervous system. Even your good days probably just feel like a brief break between breakdowns, right?
But there's a hack. There's a way out of this cycle, and it's called emotional jujitsu. This is the discipline, the art really, of not letting stupid things rent space in your head. You don't need to control the storm around you, you just need to stop letting the storm control you. This is exactly where true calm shifts from being just a passive trait into a highly strategic martial art.
Let's dive into section 3, calm as a rebellion. I am so sure you can relate to this. Just imagine a total group chat meltdown. Everyone is losing their minds over some petty drama or a typo. Most people in that chat are acting like open wounds with Wi-Fi, just constantly reacting, seeking validation in this silent panic. But then there's that one person, the mountain. They're just sipping their tea, not responding, not taking sides, entirely uninvested in the circus. They've actually made peace with every outcome before the drama even started. It's magnetic. And honestly, it's a little terrifying to the people who are busy panicking. And the reason this composure is so deeply unsettling to other people is because society wrongly associates noise with strength. We've been taught that silence means weakness and that not engaging means apathy. Because of this, truly calm people can seem like aliens or monks or maybe even serial killers. But the reality? Sometimes silence is a deliberate strategy, and sometimes pace is absolute power. All right, section 4, daily emotional reps. So how do we actually get there? Well, you've got to adopt the mindset that energy is currency.
This magnetic, crocodile-level calm isn't just something you're naturally born with. Disciplined observers understand the lost art of, frankly, shutting the hell up. They know that every single time you react to nonsense, you are spending your extremely valuable currency on trash. You have to practice restraint and just observe rather than instantly reacting.
And here's exactly how you start lifting those emotional weights and adding bricks to your fortress of chill. Step 1. Pause. When your ex texts you and your stomach drops, do not respond right away. Step 2. Breathe. When a coworker makes a passive-aggressive comment, just let it slide without spiraling into a fake courtroom argument in your head. And step 3, reclaim your power. Actually sit with the uncomfortable feeling instead of running away from it. Look, it's not glamorous and no one is going to hand you a medal for it, but you are literally rewiring yourself. Finally, Section 5. Building unshakable power.
Because when you do these reps consistently, something incredible happens. You develop this unshakable presence. You'll start to notice that you don't flinch as much. You don't overthink for nearly as long. You stop chasing closure or applause. You essentially stop paying emotional rent on places you've already moved out of. And here's the best part. You become this deeply rooted presence that walks into a room before you even speak. Your peace will literally confuse the chaotic, and it's going to make insecure people incredibly itchy, simply because your silence is way louder than their noise.
But always remember what you're up against here. The world we live in actively monetizes your fear. It rewards your rage with algorithms and likes, and it absolutely thrives on your restlessness. So choosing to build an anchor of composure in the middle of all that noise, that's not passive. That is a straight-up rebellion. It's active, it's alive, and it is incredibly rare. I want to leave you with this final, powerful takeaway. When chaos comes knocking on your door, you have the power to look at it and say, I see your panic, and I opt out. You do not have to let pain or panic drive the car anymore. You can take the wheel back, you can walk right out of the theater of chaos, upgrade your seat in life, and just watch the drama from a distance, steady, focused, and untouchable. Keep doing the reps, your peace is yours, and you earn it one uncomfortable breath at a time. So the next time chaos knocks, are you going to answer the door or will you opt out? Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you on the next one.